It doesn't even matter. Put my trust in you. Look as far
Hello?
as I can. Okay. Yep,
So,
I know. You don't have to
uh,
tell me.
no, I know I don't, but I'm
Yep.
just sad because it's another two voter.
Yep. At the
God
very
damn it.
end. I
God
understand.
damn it. I'm gonna have to make two thumbnails again.
I mean, I could always download them and try to put them together at that point. I don't know. I'll
I
figure it
can
out.
do it so that your computer doesn't have to deal with the overload.
I can we'll figure it out after
By
everything.
the way, Deco,
What's up, man?
I finally did it.
You did it.
I tricked you into playing 3 characters.
Fuck off.
Lord.
Oh, Blue, that's a good thing about. How much of that did you guys get in the stream? Like, how much of that did you guys get? Because I was just
Uh,
sitting here, just like singing. I tried so hard and got so far.
well,
Because we almost made it, man.
we almost made it.
We almost made it through.
When the pictures were loading, that's when people got in.
That's cool. So, what was the last thing they were saying?
So that, fuck.
I know, right?
Let me look at the. Let
All
me
right,
look at
I'll
the
sit back here.
at our
Don't
pod
worry.
now. One sec.
It's fine. I tried so hard and got so far.
She was saying she was confident in her virus busting. And Yome was like, "It's good to know that you have so much faith in Caliber. I don't know how. I only hear that the park is dangerous because of the network, and I don't know what threat it could pose to copybots, but I don't think it will harm humans. I guess I'm a little nervous of anything happening to me again."
I heard they cleared out most of the bots from this place. They used to have songbirds and things like that that would kind of just go off with things. I think they also had a couple of those trees that could change colors, but one of them was flashing around in different waves, and I hear they turned everything off and moved it all out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can't really move the trees, but she shrugs.
I had heard that it was pretty okay during the day, but it could be risky at night.
Hmm.
As long as nothing was. As long as the network is not interacted with.
As long as the network is not interacted with, like I'm doing now. Anyway,
I
no.
mean, are we in Den Area 1 or Den Area 2?
Right now you're in the park,
Okay, I just
which
can't
is
remember,
which
man.
is a different network altogether.
Okay, good.
Den Area
Just
2
wanna...
leads into the park network.
Okay. As long as we're not going there.
What do you mean? This is the dangerous part.
But smoke me.
As she
Wait.
just seems to be walking. Just let me know if you feel faint or anything like that, or we can sit down, or we could move out as soon as you feel anything weird.
Well, I was mostly going to say the moment I feel anything weird, I was going to pick you up and run out of here. I thought maybe I'm a bit quicker on my feet.
Oh well, probably. I wouldn't stop you from doing something like that. Of course, getting out of here with our safety. That's number one priority.
Should I carry you now as a preventative measure?
Maybe I can lean a little bit on you, and you can see how much of my weight you can hold.
I can carry Alan just fine.
Well, yeah, but look at him.
I've looked at him. He is very soft.
Well, let's see just teasing it a little bit. Let's see if you can just hold on. She gets closer to you.
Okay.
Just kind of like leans a little bit into you. Like, how about this? Is this heavy?
Not at all.
And if I put a little bit more?
Mm-mm.
Well, we should probably hold on to things like this just to make sure.
Okay.
Oh, out loud. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm flirting. Is that fine?
That is fine.
Okay.
I did not know it was flirting.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you knew that before anything. This was not me actually having concerns.
Oh, okay. So then you are sure that I can carry you.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, as long as we are both clear.
I don't think I'm heavier than Alan. I mean, I could be. I don't know. Like, legit, like, if it ever came to it and you did have to pick me up, don't tell me if I'm heavier than Alan.
Should I tell you whether or not you are soft?
You know, you can tell me that all you want. You know, from me leaning over here, you're pretty soft too.
Alan did say he was rather embarrassed. Why do copybots have to feel so real?
Damn that Alan. You're making it really hard not to not like him.
I am sorry.
Just say the stuff he said to the dad about how he made you make sandwiches, how...
It's fine. I know that he's a good guy and whatever, and I shouldn't not like him. And I'm just playing around, but playing around me saying you're making it hard not to hate him. I'm gonna have the first roll be done here. The first roll will be done by Savannah. This is the least encumbering roll for Caliber. Caliber will have to make a scan roll really quick because he is deep enough in the network that he probably would have noticed this if it was there. His scan is a 2. Let's go. Oh fuck!
That's a nat 20. Is that for Savannah?
No, that was Caliber.
Oh.
That was Caliber noticing something on the net. Okay. He
That's
will
nat
definitely
20.
go after it. You don't have to have you roll for anything right now. Fuck. I don't think there's a... Okay, no, there's no chance that he's actually... I'm gonna actually make sure... Yeah, don't worry about it. As you guys are walking, for a moment, Yome, you feel lighter. You feel as if there was some sort of strange oppressingness of this forest. Again, kind of like almost like a fuzziness, but you only noticed it when it was gone. You feel better. What's this? Oh. She looks at her PET. It looks like Caliber found some mystery data.
He did?
Rolling off the item table. Because he would have definitely just flat out fucking destroyed that. 6 and then boop, and 6 and 3. That would have been a... Oh, okay. That's fine. She doesn't fucking want it.
What is it?
Looks like it's battle chip data for a cannon chip. Interesting.
You could probably sell that.
Maybe.
For a little bit of money. It could still be worth keeping, even if you don't really care about it.
I'll hold on to it. I collect battle chips. I don't really want to use any of the ranged ones on Caliber, but maybe if hopefully Caliber won't explode, I'll say that, but if he does, he has a track record for it.
It is a little bit odd. For a moment, I felt light. It went away as soon as you checked your PET, so it must have interfered with me until Caliber took care of it.
He must have took something out then. Like the amazing virus buster he is. She just kind of like steps forward. See, you don't have to worry about anything as long as we're here.
It is rather odd. I didn't even notice anything interfering with me. It could be rather it is a bit worrisome.
If you ever feel something like that again, or feel like it's getting stronger, let me know, and maybe we can have Caliber search around that area a bit more. But for right now, let's keep going.
Yes, of course.
As she makes her way through this area, she seems to look off toward what appears to be a bridge coming up a little bit ahead of you guys. Not that one. Where's it at? There's the bridge. Whoop. Upon going over to it, you guys are on the lower part of the bridge. You are not on the actual bridge part of the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. As you guys make it down through that way, it's just like, what's up with the bridge?
It feels rather superfluous. There is no water here.
Looks like there's some kind of fence-off area around here. Maybe people were doing some graffiti or something nasty around here. I still don't understand the bridge, though. Maybe there used to be a river through here? Who knows?
Maybe it is prone to flooding?
Maybe. Still pretty odd. Want to check it out?
Let us not overstay our welcome. How about?
I mean, we're almost at the place I wanted to show you.
Then would the bridge not be a bit of a diversion from the intended path?
Oh, I was more saying if you wanted to check the underside of it. I don't even know how to get to the top part.
I mean, we will have to walk under it eventually.
Then let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You guys make your way underneath. As you do, Yome, go ahead and roll me for a sync, please.
Time to use my inspiration, 'cause I don't want to die. I trust Savannah, but I also am very paranoid. I told Alan I wouldn't, and then I did. And if anything bad happens, it's my fault again. 13. 5. 14. 14 again. And I think
that was
is
4.
that all? That's 4 rolls. So 14 was my highest with a 3 scan of 17.
When you get underneath the bridge, you feel a sense of you feel a familiar presence. As you look around, you notice something at the very top of the bridge. You see what appears to be a small some sort of a device at the very top of the bridge. What's that?
Something is up there.
Mm-hmm.
On the bridge or under the bridge?
At the underside of the bridge. You guys are going under it.
At the underside of the bridge, there seems to be something small that is making me feel rather strange.
Would you like to roll me scan to see if you can pinpoint what that feeling is, that familiar feeling you're getting from it?
Yeah. She will also mention that it feels rather familiar, and I'll use inspiration.
Okay.
That is a 13. And a 3, so 16.
As you look up at it, you notice that the last time you felt something even similar to this was whenever you were around Shutter. What's up?
It felt familiar, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But now it reminds me of a Navi of one of your classmates who was able to bypass and hack.
She looks up at it. Well, that's interesting.
If there are more things like this could explain why some things can get interfered, like a copy bot or even a PET. I do not think we should go under it. We should not get any closer.
You're already under it.
Oh.
That's
well,
what I said when you got under it.
Oh, okay. Okay. We probably shouldn't tread further.
Want me to get it?
Can you get it?
She looks around. Just gotta get on the fence there and head over toward the bridge. I could climb it.
If we could destroy it, that could probably help.
Come on, I've done this plenty of times. Probably better than you can right now with that thing.
Mm-hmm. I...
Just stand to me if I fall, okay?
yeah. I can't send a message to Alan with this copybot, can I?
You can. You want to try?
I'm going to send Alan a
can't.
message.
Not while inside the park.
Huh?
You cannot while you're inside the park. But you usually could.
That is not good.
She is already climbing the fence.
Yeah, she's watching her do that.
Okay. She jumps the fence and she starts heading over toward the area with the bridge. She seems to stand underneath this area here and looking up toward the bridge. You notice she's not trying to get onto the actual bridge. She seems to slightly get to a point where she believes she can jump, and she jumps and grabs onto the side of the bridge, where this slight little bit of a thing is.
Goes immediately right under exactly where she is.
There's a fence there. You want to try to jump it?
Yes.
You do immediately. As she begins basically shimmying her way across.
And she is following her under her.
Hey, watch out down there. Watch where you're looking.
You're wearing pants.
Yeah.
Besides, if you do fall, I think worse things will get hurt aside from your modesty.
Come on, nothing's gonna happen. Climb, climb, climb.
Follow.
Let's roll for Savannah here. She's got a pretty good physique. She's actually it's pretty good. It's the highest one she has in her blue stats. That's a 21. Yeah, she's fine. As she basically starts almost swinging herself across this area here. She must have been great on the monkey bars.
She must have loved them monkey bars, man. When you're poor in the ghetto. Monkey bar. That fucking park with the one play set that all the parks have.
Squeaky, I'm a bit confused here. Mind explaining something for me?
What?
God damn it, Will.
So, during this whole thing, you're actually having this, like, conversation and relationship, and I don't see a fate die. Was I not supposed to do that on the first date?
God damn it, Will.
Maybe.
Okay, continue.
She begins basically reaching out toward the small device that's under the bridge. As she tries to reach it with her hand, it doesn't seem to work too well. She puts both of her hands like at the ready as she begins to start swinging her legs back and forth. She starts kind of like swinging on this little area. She tries like scraping her foot across the underside of the bridge. And she almost falls, but she grabs herself like at the last second. Almost.
This is very concerning, Savannah.
One more physique roll from her.
Oh, of course she
won. She didn't that one.
Oh, she didn't?
No. Are you looking at the stream or something? Because that's not a 1.
I looked really quick at the screen to make sure it doesn't drop again. And it looked like a 1. Did she not 1?
It's a 7.
Oh. That is a 7. That is indeed, in fact, a 7.
As she does this one final time, she swings forth. She tries to drag her feet across the top of the or the bottom of the bridge. As she does, she kicks at it. Something dislodges, but also she does. As she begins to fall.
Holds out arms to catch.
Why don't you roll me for that power there?
Oh no.
Why don't you roll for that power? Also, actually, technically, you were ready for it, so I'm not gonna make you roll sync, but rolling power.
Okay, I put 1 inspiration. I don't want you to get hurt. 18.
Hey.
There they are. 18 again.
As she falls, she lets out a small gasp as she does, but as she falls and you catch her, she just kind of like you're able to catch her pretty easily. Ah,
That was very dangerous.
there we go. Knew the whole time.
And what about the device? Did that fall and break or something?
You look at some sort of small device that's on the ground. It seems to remind you of a tiny camera.
Is it broken or is it still working?
Why don't you put down Savannah and pick it up?
Yeah, I'll put her down and try to go to pick this thing up.
You make your way over to it as you pick it up. You note that it isn't broken from what you can tell. It appears to be a small camera. You can fit it in your hand. As that happens, I'd like you to please roll me for your why don't you roll me for your sync there as you pick this thing up.
Yay. We gonna put 2 inspiration. And put 2 inspiration. 4. 12. And 7, so 12 is my highest. With a sync of 3, that is 15.
Yome, as you hold on to this, it begins to spark. And as it does, it seems to discharge what kind of electricity that is inside of it.
Yeah, well, throws it.
As it does this, first off, you will take 1 damage.
Oof, yeet.
And you're going to throw it? Where are you throwing it?
We're just throwing it down. Like,
on the
just,
ground?
Like, on the ground. Just
like, fuck you!
Ow! How dare
You
you?
yeet it at the ground.
I take affection and I throw it on the ground.
You yeet it at the ground. Roll me for sync because you're technically trying to damage property.
That hurt me. I'm not putting in a thing in it. 11. 3. That's bullshit.
So for a second you're like, I'm gonna toss this thing, but then you're like, yeah, but that's damaging property. So your copy bot stops and you take another damage.
Savannah, get this out of my hand, please.
Savannah rushes over and tries to grab it out of your hands. As she just wrings it from you, you see that she kind of twitches a second with like getting shocked herself, and she just yeets it onto the ground like, nope!
Throw it.
She throws it down and starts stomping on it.
Ow. She's just like holding her hand and like rubbing it. That was actually hurting me.
As she looks down at the thing, it stops sparking, and she just kind of like looks at her hands like, yeah, that hurt. What the hell?
I do not know if that is park property. And if it is, I am sorry for breaking you, park property. She still looks at the thing on the floor.
She picks it up again, just like, well, it's not doing anything anymore.
Should we take it and leave?
She looks forward as she's just like, yeah, you're hurt. We should go. I can bring you there some other time.
Yeah, let us, maybe with a bit more manpower. John wants to come here at some point anyway. We can all go together.
Yeah, I guess we can all go together.
Unless you don't want to.
No, that's fine. I'm fine. Whatever. We can do that. More people, the merrier, right? Caliber, we're heading out. She walks a couple of steps, then like just kind of stops, looking back at her PT. Caliber?
Is something wrong with Caliber?
Caliber, we're heading out. Caliber's gonna roll his sync.
No Caliber inspiration? 16.
He has a pretty good sync.
Yeah.
As she looks down at her PET, she notices for a moment that her PTC appears to be somewhat like going off and on, probably because the electricity went through her a second ago. However, as she hits it a little bit, Caliber appears back onto the screen. He looks as if he has a little bit of damage on him, but he seems fine. Oh, you probably fought some strong virus, huh? You take it down? He nods, at which point, let's roll again on the treasure table. Man, he got both of his rolls, man. That's something.
10.
And then a 10. Let's say. Wait, is this a no? That's a D. That's a D8. It's not a D10. Where's the D10? Do we not have a D10? There it is. Oh, that's a D11. Oh, this is the D10. Duh, I'm stupid. 3. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's really good for her. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna actually use this on her, cause like giving NPCs items is weird. But she just got an area steal.
Oh.
That's a good chip. From what you learned from Donovan, that is a good chip.
Yeah.
As she seems to do that, he seems to show another thing of battle chip data. Oh, area steal, nice.
Oh, that is a pretty rare chip, is it not?
It's pretty good. I could do some things with that.
I heard it is good for closing the gap, is it not?
For a Navi like Caliber, it's probably, depending on if anything lives past the first shot from him, it'd probably be pretty good for him. All right, this wasn't a waste.
Yeah.
Got to walk through the forest with a pretty girl. She got to catch me, which was super nice, and got a chip. Heck yeah.
So, should we make our haste out of here?
Sure.
Do you mind if I carry you again?
Well, I mean, though that fall and those shocks really did take it out of me. If you'd like to.
Of course. I would actually much prefer this. You're getting the fuck out of here.
I mean, we could get the fuck out of here a little slow. I mean, we don't have to get the fuck out of here, but.
Do you know what time it is?
Time to get watch, bitch.
You've been walking around here for a little bit, chatting around with her, and it did take you a little bit to get to her and things like that. It is getting close to 7:45.
I need to be home by 8, so maybe you can walk me home.
Sounds good.
Okay. Picks up.
Yeah.
Also, you are very, very soft. And you smell nice. Like peaches.
Why don't you roll that smash dice?
Hell
Why don't you roll that that D20 plus smash there?
Let's just throw in one inspiration for Tina. She deserves it. She deserves it. You smell like peaches, or what they say peaches smell like. 15 plus 4.
It's pretty good.
Okay, so 15 plus 4 plus 4 link. 23.
You notice that as you say that to her, she kind of like smiles a bit and just kind of like a bit of a look away. You see that she is definitely happy and that she is blushing. She kind of like puts a finger in her hair a little bit like.
It is so different to see you so shy. It is very cute. Let us go. Jump. We're fucking out of here.
You guys go to make your way out of the out of the park, and I think that's a good place for us to end things off. A nice wholesome place to end things off.
Wholesome as fuck.
It's great. Let's not worry about what happened over here.
Look at this wholesome as fuck ending. You thought we were gonna die. You thought. Nope. We just broke a camera and left.
As all this goes on, I will say, the final thing that happens today is that back home on Alan's PC, a program triggers itself because, well, a Navi was deleted. Bug Vader.
Yeah.
Vader, you find yourself coming out of Alan's PET, coming out from Alan's network. The last thing you remember, you and Alan were heading. Alan, Yome, and Cross were heading out to go on your date. Unfortunately, as you look at your things around, you notice that it's around 8:00. You must have missed that appointment with Lotus.
But I remember going towards it.
You remember going to leave the house. You also now know that you were deleted, so.
What the hell happened?
And Bug.
Do. I got some info. Do.
While you were out doing what you were doing, collecting some info that we'll get into next game, you feel that Vader, you feel his backup data activate.
Mm-hmm.
Vader was deleted.
What the fuck did Lotus do to you?
I think we're going to end things off right there.
Sounds good.
I don't know how to do this song.
Look at our little bug over here.
He's so tiny.
Look at that boy.
He's so tiny. He's so tiny. He's so tiny.
Oh man.
He's so tiny.
I'm not sure how long that last scene was. Probably around 30 or so minutes,
But,
which means that the
yes.
two. Yeah.
Now we have the Trinity. Bug, the little guy here, Vader, the UI that's supposed to look strong, and Bug Vader, the original.
That's basically it, yeah.
The original program.
That program now is the one that's in control of a Vader. So yeah.
But what about the copy bot and the late fee?
Now this is a chicken or egg situation.
Oh, well, there was no late fees.
Oh, okay.
The copy bot was returned.
Oh, sweet.
Oh dear.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be perfectly fine.
Typical Naba says, so now we got Bug Disaster and Fox Yome to worry about.
Yeah.
Bug Disaster.
Here's how to think of it. Vader is lawful good. He's very much... Right now, his law is closer to Alan's because Alan's the one that brought him to be, in a way.
Mm.
Bug is chaotic neutral, going slightly towards chaotic good, but because of this, he might go right back in the middle to chaotic neutral. And the scariest thing is that Bug Vader is lawful evil. He's going to be dedicated to that code. He's not going to change as easily as Bug.
Just like what I said before with the corrupted data card.
Can't wait for the next date.
Any immediate deaths caused by this are given backup data to compensate. So you will be getting a backup data to compensate for this through some way. The Dark Lord cannot be defeated in the first encounter, so there was no way for you to actually, unfortunately, stop him from that first encounter you had with him.
Oh, no wonder you told me this one doesn't know about the laugh. Because this one totally would have recruited Evil Yomei. This guy totally would have done that.
The bug that you have been playing has been slowly just going, how come I don't have things? Oh, he has such a oh, he's been learning and, like, you know, doing things, whereas this bug's just like, nah, fam. All those things are just because you're here and it's weird. Go away.
I'd like to think that the crack for Vader, it's because of Alan. For Bug, it's because he got to separate and got to think outside and got to speak with Vader.
Mm-hmm.
But Bug Vader is so ingrained to the previous coding.
He's not been able to leave that body. He's not been able to do anything else. He is that
like,
body.
I've kind of foreshadowed it without realizing it, but Vader has been discussing the belief of destiny, and for the destiny being the code, and that is Vader is the plus side where he wants to form his own. Bug Vader is the dark side where he is so dedicated to what he believes is him that he's not going to change.
And if you go and either defeat or subdue this new program that was made, things could happen. However, I will say, just like Fox Yomei, this is a very powerful program.
Yeah, and I have a feeling he's about to join one of the main antagonists. Oh, hooray!
Bug Vader, like, think about like what's going on with Vader, and think about like his stats and like how he's been feeling like he's been very lagging behind and stuff like that. Think of that update that Vader just got and how he just felt like really good from it, and then give all of that to a program that would have full control over everything. Like, Bug Vader is pretty fucked. Like, he's gonna be a pretty strong Dark Lord. And again, Dark Lord / Solo Navi, however you want to say it.
Now here's the thing, was it typical? No, Setzer says, TBH, Evil Yomei would have kicked this Bug Vader's ass. Is that true, though?
Who knows, man?
Probably, because Bug Vader is a planner, not an attacker.
I will say, actually, if we want to get completely technical, no, because Bug Vader, the true Bug Vader program would have, unfortunately, most of the abilities that I'm going to be giving Vader later, which are good against viruses.
Oh, shit.
And Fox Yomei's big reason for being is because they are a virus. So technically, this Bug Vader has advantage against that Yomei. However, in terms of actual power, they're the same. One of them just has an advantage against the other one. But in terms of actual power, they're the same. They're the same, basically, type of creature.
This is probably if we're not considering the prestiges.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll try to... I wonder. Fuck it, here. This is gonna be the theme.
Eggy River, who the fuck prestiged her? Who prestiged her 5 times? Someone by the name of Cyan Gemini.
Cyan's just like, hey, let's not point. Cyan's just like, let's not point fingers at who did what. All right, I'm kidding.
Actually, is Cyan Gemini? Are you in here?
I don't know if Cyan's here or not.
Yeah, I think he prestiged her 5 times.
Probably. Let me look.
She's +5. Oh no, Ronan unknowingly was the first one to prestige.
Yeah, Ronan gave 1.
Yeah, he prestiged what was in the mate box because we didn't know what was in the mate box.
And I will say, technically, there's a bunch of stuff we don't know about Fox Yomei, so I'm not going to get into a lot of stuff there. But now there's a lot of stuff we don't know about Bug Vader, too. Which, by the way, one thing that we might want to do at this point is talk to, we might want to talk to Phantom about what Vader would have originally looked like.
Oh, I could get that done.
Because looking like basically, what would the Bug Vader program have looked like without all the damage and stuff that's gone on with yours? Because I will tell you this, he looks like that currently because he would not have any of the problems you're having.
Yeah, I'll make something. Don't worry. I'll send it to Phantom too.
Mm-hmm. So like,
Oh, speaking of, I don't think I've shown Phantom.
Instead of having like the flat like zombie face, he might actually have something more of like a beak, similar to like how Bug has or something.
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Okay, but he'd still be like bulky, like you'd said. Like he'd still look like he's a big boy. Nobody is at fault for anything anything's going on. Don't worry about that. Everything's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, it's not my fault.
We're all good here. Don't even worry about
Typical novice. He's perfect Cell.
Damn it. Now I'm just imagining fucking, because I've been watching Hunter x Hunter, I'm imagining him being...
Well, like the big thing that I was doing with these guys is that they are basically Navis without any of the bug programs that are like holding you guys back, which is how I was able to justify giving them higher HP and stuff like that.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
What's that, man?
Bug looks like imperfect. Bug looks like the first Cell. Vader looks like the second Cell.
Let's go for it. Let's make it happen.
Perfect Vader.
Perfect Vader.
Oh god.
You know what? I'm calling him Perfect Vader. That's his name now.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah, you gotta do it now. You gotta do it now, Will. Perfect
His name
Vader.
is Perfect Vader now. He is the perfect invader.
Man, I've chosen Perfect Vader's theme to be Evil Morty's theme. Because
Yes!
it's so good. Why is it so unironically good a theme?
We have to now that we're saying that, we have to like put like parts of like the bug program's look into parts of like Vader's look now and just make it like fucking a cool, non-broken, like fucking ready.
Don't worry. I'm going to
So Rivali.
penguin monster.
look. There was this period in Shonen Jump. I'm going to give you a history lesson here, where everyone seemed to have a similar thing. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure had Koichi Stand, who evolved. There was Cell, and around that time, the King had his whole thing. So that Cell trilogy, let's just say that Navi takes place around that time in Shonen Jump. Don't worry. I'm gonna work on making a really cool design.
You know something that kind of really sucks now that I think about it?
What's that?
But
The audience donated inspiration to you so that you can get it on with Lotus. And then you use the fake card and shat on their dreams.
hey, notice though, Dika and I worked ahead on this together. Lotus immediately knew it wasn't Vader, and Bug made it clear he's not Vader either, and that Vader is somewhere inside him.
The big
I
thing
know,
that
but now
Perfect
there's
Vader would have
drama.
felt, by the way, and again, Perfect Vader's quote unquote, you would know that technically Vader inside of you would have been deleted.
And
Being close to this boy and being wherever he took you, that Vader is deleted.
I just realized, because of the programming destiny and all that, it would make sense for Perfect Vader to have a humanoid face.
There you go.
I'll figure something
beak?
out. I'll implement the beak somehow, but it's not going to be direct.
Gotcha. I mean, to be fair, like it's you're supposed to start off looking animalistic, then somewhat animalistic, and then humanoid. So it makes sense.
I'm
Like
thinking
Dorito
the beak.
and Wind Waker?
I'm thinking actually towards the gun design, since it's going to look a bit more sleek.
You look like Burning Gundam.
Oh god.
But yeah, I've been waiting for this guy because I was gonna talk to Phantom a long time ago about making this guy some art. Unfortunately, I don't have it yet, and I didn't think he was gonna show up until probably the end of the Scilab stuff. Maybe at the earliest. But now I already have him having to get art now. Great, good job. He won't show up immediately anyway, but still.
But don't worry, I just made whatever antagonist he had ready, even more stronger.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop.
Oof.
Boy, did Will jump you forward. He jumped me forward on one character, yes. I don't think that it's gonna affect the pacing of things too much, depending on if you guys decide to at that point mess around with the Lotus stuff first or the Scilab stuff first. It really depends on what happens in the next game or so. But I think that as far as the Lotus stuff is concerned, my own prediction of it is that you guys will probably be busy with the Scilab stuff and not do the Lotus stuff immediately, but you guys could completely. I have both of them ready.
Well, I feel like it might go that way too because Alan has to go to Scilabs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that thing of like, even if we want to do the Lotus thing, Alan needs to go to his mom. So
Here's the thing, like if we do end up going down the quote-unquote Lotus stuff route, I can push back some of the Scilab stuff to some other time. I have things set up to where we can go to either one of them. Hell, we have the fucking. You've already started the freaking park stuff too, so it's like.
Okay, guys.
Three
Here's what's gonna happen.
of the different things have now been started.
This is what's gonna happen, guys. Bug is going to confront Lotus God. You evil bitch, I'm gonna hack you. Hold on, bro. Something happened. What happened? It was evil Vader. What? I'm evil Vader. No, it's a different one. Oh shit, I had a feeling. I didn't think that was actually what was going on.
Well,
Every time I've been telling you, by the way, every time I'm like, oh no, Bug understands this, every time I've been saying that has been the other Bug influencing your Bug. Basically, like, every time Bug's just like, oh no, Bug understands this, I kept wanting you to be like, I do? Or something, just to be like, oh no, you definitely do. Wink. Because if Bug ever finds out, which he 100% will, there was another Bug there, that's gonna all make sense to him. Where it's like, there are some things that didn't make sense to me, but I felt like they made sense, and now they don't. It's great. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
At first, Lotus is gonna be like, oh no, is that the truth? No, it's not. Vader is someone else. Vader is his own, and we're going to save him by getting rid of this influence together. But we can't tell Vader. Meanwhile, Vader's outside the flower shop at 7 o'clock again. Still not here.
I can't wait till we get home. And it's just like, what did you do, Yome? I only did the thing I explicitly said I wasn't gonna do. What did Bug Vader do? He died. Again.
Alan's just gonna be like,
Cross is the safest out of all of us right now.
I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen is he's gonna immediately go back. You guys are gonna bring up some things, and somebody who is there is going to be like, "Welp, let's go figure things out."
Oh, you're just gonna get Alan's dad in the shit.
It's like, you are obviously stressed out about something, and some things are going on. Let's go look into it.
Let's go look into it. Doinks. Let's go do some stonks.
Scilabs doesn't have like an evil emblem I could put on Perfect Vader, is there?
He's not associated with Scilabs.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay, he's gonna be he's not gonna join them. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
the people that just did that they're not Scilabs. Scilabs isn't a evil organization.
Okay. Got
Alan's
it.
mom works for them.
So Scilabs is more Team Skull.
Scilabs is just Scilabs, man.
Nah, man, they're run by Kuzma. And then we're gonna find out that Alan's mom's a bitch and is having this whole organization that seems like it's good, but they're the evil dudes.
I've already had people theorizing that Scilabs is the fucking Aether Foundation. They've got there's a whole controversy about Yome.
Yo, thanks. Oh, Mabel. Yo, thanks for the stream. I haven't been feeling good, but the stream made me feel a lot better. The wonderful time. Thanks. No problem, Mabel. I'm glad you had a good time.
What if it turns out that Perfect Vader is actually Alan's dad's Joker, and he went into hiding knowing about Alan and hid in plain sight with Alan, analyzing Alan. Also, he could get to Alan's dad.
Will we ever find out Alan's dad's reaction to what Yome said?
Who knows, man?
Who knows? Maybe when we go home.
I feel like as well that Bug and Vader are gonna, even though again, Scilabs is not an evil organization. I do feel like both Bug and Vader and Yome will get a decent bit of information about themselves in the Scilab stuff. So I really do think that'd be the one we would probably want to go to first.
I mean,
but we'll see.
Yome wants to.
We'll see how things go.
I do not want to die and stress out Alan more.
We'll see how
I want to meet Alan's mom.
We'll see how things go. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If Alan's mom isn't the villain.
We'll see what happens next week.
Hopefully, is there any problems?
I don't think there will be.
Is everybody cool with the 17th? Is things cool with you, Will?
No, should be.
Okay. I know that the week after is American Thanksgiving, but it's not like on a Sunday, so we're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, I'm good. Like, the only thing that'll keep me from doing Megaman is Pokemon. I'm kidding. Because Pokemon's coming out this week. Anyway. It's gonna be great. Holy shit, Phantom's gonna have to watch this VOD. I wish Phantom could have watched the VOD. Is she doing something today?
She actually, I messaged her earlier and I was like, Net Navi's happening, and then she messaged me about an hour or so ago, meaning like I went to take a nap and I didn't wake up.
That's fine. I'm glad that Caliber got both of his roles, man. Like, Caliber did good today.
Caliber's a good boy.
Caliber had 2 ways to just basically get Yeetus Deletus, and he's just like, nah, I'm good. He's like, oh, that fucking hidden Canadum over there? Yeah, no. Oh, that thing that's trying to fucking murder me that actually got a few... No. He's fine.
Yeetus Deletus. Like, fuck, man.
I will say, if he failed, like, either of those roles and I rolled well on the other person that was against him in either of those, then Caliber might have just flat out died. You were talking earlier, Squeaky, about making yourself into a glass cannon. Caliber is basically a glass cannon.
Oof.
Because he doesn't have anything that a customized Navi would have, such as the great amounts of health that they have.
Such as a backup.
Such as backup data. Well, you know what he does have? A wide sword. It's on his arm.
He'll be fine.
Look at that wide sword.
That's all you need.
That's all you need is a wide sword.
That's all you fucking need.
Look at that wide sword.
Look at that. That'll take care of everything. Taxes? What the fuck are taxes?
Have a wide sword.
You wide swords? Fucking who needs taxes? Not me. I'm in Navi. I don't pay taxes. Fuck.
And Savannah fucking going hard with Yome today.
Yeah, she liked it.
Oh, by the way, I'm not just gonna date for the sake of dating. Like, you know, I might want to do more if you want after this, and just want to let you know. This isn't a friend thing.
Like what?
Wants to date and smooch. Dat me.
That's me. Totally down. Why are you Alan's?
Why can't I have... Alan, do you want Caliber?
He won't die if you don't use him.
You have him. I take this. It fine.
That's totally a fair trade, right out.
Look, you want all my battle? Here's all my battle chips.
Just give me Yome. God, and I've been worrying about his dad cucking her.
Savannah's all about that. She like, oh,
Savannah-
fucking, oh, I'm friggin' you like Alan or Alan likes you. Fuck that. I'm going first then. Need to show myself as the better option real quick.
Fucking need to exert some big dick energy. I don't have a dick, but I'll try.
I'll do my best. I don't have one, but I'm pretty sure it's bigger than Alan's. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I probably have a bigger dick than Alan's. Time to exert that energy.
Meanwhile, Alan, oh, you know what? Maybe I should date Yome. Hey, Yome, sorry. I'm into clam chowder now.
I think I swing both ways now. I'm swinging this way.
Yeah, she's swinging over here. We went to the park. There's swings there. Let's go.
You snooze, you lose, Alan.
Stress level. Do.
I wouldn't horrendously stress him out. Be like,
My
oh,
Navi-
Yome found somebody that she likes. Hell yeah.
My Navi went to a paid internship. My other one's dead, and my other one got cucked. One's in an internship, one's cucked, the other's fucking dead. Just another day for Alan Garnett. Rip.
Alan's fine.
He'll be fine. No, he won't.
He's fine.
Well,
Also, you guys got rid of 2 chips from Alan's folder today, and you bought 2 more chips. So I can't wait to make
Yay.
those into actual chips next time.
yay. It'll be great.
And you guys got the cross-check chip.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's taken up the reaction slot on him right now, so we can't use guard as a reaction anymore, but you know, it's fine.
Thanks.
And we learned what Alan's dad does for a job. He's into stocks, man.
Thanks.
He does stocks for very powerful clients.
My God.
Makes a lot of money on them stocks. Has to, for some reason, have Marksman protect him while he's doing those stocks.
My God, Yome, why? Oh, wait, you probably didn't want to die either.
No, I didn't. That'll stress out Alan more, and then he'll be sad. And I've made him. I think I've done enough damage for this
Yeah.
poor boy.
And especially after he's like,
Has-
oh,
has-
I need a copy bot that's more mobile. Oh yeah, I do stocks.
we haven't even existed for a month yet.
Yeah,
How much more?
I'm stock, yeah. Marksman is secretly stocks, man.
How much more bullshit do we want to put this poor boy through?
Fucking
only been a
stocks,
week.
man.
The reason,
Little did we know he has a style change where he's just.
if anyone's seen a Gretzka, the reason Marksman needs a faster body is because he uses that abacus and that speed.
I just like the idea now of just a style change for Marksman where he's just in a business suit. And he just has a briefcase instead of a fucking, it's like a briefcase gun instead of like a sniper on his arm.
Little did we know that Marksman is truly Kiritsugu.
I do stocks, rifle stocks.
I do stocks. Why do you need a sniper, Navi?
To take care of me.
Okay.
To take care of me whenever I'm in bad neighborhoods or whenever people want powerful people's money while I do their
Look.
stocks.
Capitalism
Another
got
fun thing.
rough.
Yome didn't want to ask a certain question because he asked a question that she wasn't willing to answer, but she would have asked it just to kind of slightly get back at him, and it would have been, "Why did your wife leave?" I don't know how he would have reacted to that though.
He would have told you he doesn't know.
I don't know.
She never really talked about it.
Apparently, she found.
It's actually really funny because like I've talked to Fano about this for a long time, but like I don't want to say too much, but what the two of them do and how the two of them are, like, there was no traumatic event or anything that really stopped them from from being together. Alan thinks it potentially might have been his fault because he was a little kid when it happened, but
Most kids
like
think that.
they just divorced. There was no real big event or anything that happened. There was no like anything like that. They just basically looked at each other one day and said, "Yeah, let's not anymore."
You know what? My theory. She was doing laundry one day and found a bat cow. When she blamed Batman for her parents' death. But realizing that it's more complicated than that she fell in love with the killer, she decided, I need to end this relationship before I find out more. I want to love this man as he is for the sake of myself and for the sake of Alan.
It's definitely more Ronan's way of saying things. They just kind of drifted apart as they got older, and at one point they both woke up and they're like, "Yeah, are we really just gonna stay together because of Alan?" Whenever we both don't really like each other at all, whenever we could both still be there for Alan and just not have to deal with each other,
and not turn us staying together for the sake of our son into a bitter resentment towards one another because we chose to have a kid.
Basically, like they even like they're mostly cordial with things. He just thinks that Alan likes his mom more. That's what he said earlier. He's like, yeah, he probably likes her more.
And he probably came in at the wrong time, like outside the Alan's fault. Yeah, Alan. Do we really want this to be Alan's fault? And then Alan just like
that would totally happen to Alan. Celtic says, will we ever get a third player? Maybe. I don't know. Right now we're still going with the 2-person thing, and it's working out so far. I think we're getting through a good bit of stuff every time we get on here. I would like the idea of having a third person just to kind of get something new going on, because from what I noticed, especially today with how the two of you are leveling up, you're both even statting yourselves the same, basically accidentally, but you both are kind of going for that same kind of route. And I would love for like someone to like be able to throw things together, like be able to like kind of like shift things up a bit. There's also a couple people I would have in mind that like would kind of like work well against the two of you. Like not against you, but like against your like personalities and way of playing. But until I can find out exactly who I want to like put in here, and until I can figure out somebody who would have the time to, I think we're good for now with the two of you. I'm not looking for a third person, but I would like to have a third person at some point. It's basically where we're at. Can it be me? No, it can't be you. It has to be someone that I know. It would have to be someone who I personally know.
What about me?
No, it can't be you either.
Damn it! I can't have a fourth.
You can't have a fourth character. No. But yeah, both. If you look at like the way both of them are too, like again, Bug Vader is definitely more in the defensive part than Yome is. But Yome is both him and Yome have a pretty decent speed. Of course, Bug Vader's more of it. Yome's more of a balanced character. She has a good stats and everything, but is definitely more of a speed / data user, just like Bug Vader would definitely go more speed and data and stuff like that. It's there can be some shifting up, and if I ever really want to shift it up in a bit, I could just start giving you guys better things for other stats, but I don't want to make your previous stats like useless. You know what I mean? There's the big balancing thing. Whenever Jake was here, things were a lot different because Jake wanted completely different stats than you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Jake was definitely going to be more into the sync and the defense and stuff like that. He was definitely going to be more into those stats and like a bunch of different things. But we'll look into something like that later. You understand? Still love me? That's fine, Celtic. I still love you too. Will Bug ever have more than 1 HP? That's what Alan was talking about today, was potentially trying to upgrade Bug, if that could ever happen.
If it can happen, because Bug might come in at the wrong time going, wait a minute, I thought I was were wrong. Smack.
Fucking perfect Vader, perfect Bug Vader, or perfect Bug, or whatever shows up and is just like looking over at you guys, and it's just like Bug's just sitting there like, no, but I'm me. You can't be me. I'm me.
Oof.
If you truly were me, then you wouldn't have turned tail and ran from our coding so easily. A few words, a few good looks here and there. You're pathetic.
Perfect Vader's
You
just
go.
like, just because our fucking program is outdated and our company doesn't exist doesn't mean we stray from the directive.
Just because we have no reason to live for doesn't mean we step away from the path. While you were trying to get laid, I studied the sword.
Now, the thing is, it's not for the company anymore. It's for him. He wants the spread and believes the world is his. Because that's the way he was programmed.
Definitely.
Think...
That's perfect Dark Lord. That's like perfect Dark Lord motivation, man.
He just believes. Like, it is almost religious how much he believes in it.
God, do the DBZA thing. Is that me? Is that me stronger than me? I'm kidding. God dang it. Guys, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. We enjoyed ourselves. We almost had a 5-hour stream. I was thinking about pushing it that much so that the 2 parts we have would both be kind of fine to put up. I think that they'll still be fine to put up. I think the second part is still going to be like an hour, maybe. So that should be fun. We don't have to put them together or anything.
It is about an hour. I made the 2 thumbnails anyway, so we're good.
But I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. We enjoyed ourselves. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, or wisecracks, put in the comments below. We should have Pokemon tomorrow, which will be the triumphant return of Pokemon, because we've been off of that for like 2 weeks, maybe longer. I don't remember. After that, Wednesday should be the first of the Avatar games. If everything goes well, that should be Wednesday. So that'll be on the regular time. That'll be the 8 o'clock time that we tried to do today. So probably close at 8:30, but who knows? But that'll happen then, and yeah, and then we'll come back here on Sunday and figure out what happened over the course of everybody going off and doing their own things. With that being said, guys, until next time, later days.
Bye.
Savannah thirsty.
She's damn thirsty. She's like, I'm not taking this as a date for just for dating's sake. I want to fuck.